in science when we go and teach about the HR diagram, because the students have received some instruction on scatter plots earlier in the year, on weeks 10 through 11. And then here 23 through 26. So then when we teach the HR diagram, that lines up pretty well with those TEKs. And then transformations 2. Those get taught weeks 12 through 15 and 23 through 26. And then I use, we do a lot of graphing when we look at day, night, and seasons, and then also environmental changes affecting traits and populations. So we do a lot of graphing there, so that information works out. Conceptually, students should already know about volume, but it's revisited again in 8th grade math. And then we talk about volume when we talk about structure of atoms at the beginning of the year. And so volume stuff doesn't line up very well. And then, and neither does lateral and total surface area and its connection.
Topo maps.
With topo maps.
And guess where they miss a lot of star atoms? Topo maps. So that might be another link that you need to look at. Now, the question though that I would have, for example, on right here of the volume where they're looking at structure of atoms. So what does that tell the science teacher here if they're looking at structure of atoms at the beginning and there's no math background except at a previous grade level? What would that tell me as a science teacher?
You're gonna get lost.
Yeah.
They need review.
Yeah, it would seem to me that I'm gonna have to do some reteach, but I'm also gonna have to get some tutoring
Yeah,
from my
I'll say,
math partner so
science
that,
shouldn't be teaching.
pardon?
Well, not teaching, but even reviewing.
Well,
Science shouldn't be reviewing math.
well, yes, but I think in terms of some instances like that, you may have to unless you're gonna get your math partner to do it in math class. But you have to learn the language, whatever language that they're using, so you're using the same language at least, or procedures. So this is good. I mean, this is, to me, is encouraging that it lines up that well. Theoretically, you don't know until you get out into it. Next year, we'll have a report next summer, or I guess April, May, we'll have a report in May for a final report. But as we meet each month, you know, we're going to have these discussions about where you're seeing problems and how to resolve them. Good. Okay. All right. Do we have yours? You emailed yours. Is that correct?
Okay, sure.
Okay. So while I'm getting that up, Rowan, you said there were some announcements.
Yes, I can do that
Dr. West. Here. Do you want her announcements?